channel. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, has it been a long and interesting day. Yeah, it's been a very long and interesting day. Things that I thought were solid were about as solid as quicksand, upon second guess, and then, so some plans change. What's going to happen is I'm going to hustle through getting a bunch of this work done. Kind of help myself a little bit, hopefully, when it comes to final sale of the house. We'll see. Definitely things changed up literally this afternoon, like the middle of the afternoon. I already had details in literally everything worked out for moving on Saturday before 1 o'clock. And then a couple hours later, God's hand flaps are pretty fun, no, they're not fun. They take our plans and say, here's the door and there's your face. But, He's faithful. That being said, in the midst of all of that, literally by all of that happening, it helped me notice something that I kind of had a hint that was wrong with the truck. That could have been catastrophic, especially on my trip. So that's getting ordered tonight when I eat dinner. I got to change the water pump. I don't know if it's the water pump itself or if it's the gasket, which I have the gasket. It's actually sitting off camera, like I can look at it when I look to my left. It's in with the timing chain seal, the timing chain stuff, which is great. I'm going to order that. I'm going to order the rear oil seal for the engine to fix that issue. And just move forward. Kind of get this truck operating. So what would have happened, honestly, if I had tried to pull my vehicles with my truck is I probably would have run out of radiator fluid. I'm just going to be honest like that. That's what could have happened. It hadn't overheated, like the truck itself hadn't overheated, but I was having to constantly fill it up on my trip to the tune of about 1.5 gallons, both before I left and during the trip. And then the rear oil seal will help with the almost 5 quarts of oil I put back into the engine the whole trip. Yeah, it was an interesting trip. It was good. It was a great trip. God saved me from a lot of disaster that could have happened, put it that way. Because I would have been a long way from anywhere that any of that gone wrong. So hopefully I'll have that by early next week. And then we get to have more fun with cars. Well, truck. Singular. Truck. One truck. Because when I go to do the water pump, I'm also going to do the timing chain, put on a new clutch pan and fan, a new radiator, new hoses for the power steering pump, and the new oil seal. And then probably in the midst of all of that, try to do the bushings and the body bushings and the motor mount. It's a good solid 2 days worth of work. Yeah. So hopefully this house will be semi-pretty, inside and out, by next week. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. And then I can call everything else a catastrophe at that point in time. Not really. Not going to do that. That's just a terrible idea. But I'm going to, patch up things that need to be patched up. That's what's going to happen. And then move on from there. So we'll see what happens in the next week. I do have a couple of phone calls I need to make later, not today. I need to let things settle down, especially with me. Just mentally need to go through and double check and make sure that everything works out the way it needs to. And then see what happens. Anyways, my dinner's almost done. And I think I heard my phone go off. I need to check the phone. I keep hitting my leg and bumping the camera. But tonight I'm going to sheetrock the bathroom, finish sheetrocking the bathroom, and I'll go through that here after dinner. Show you all what needs to be done and what I'm going to do. Shouldn't take me too long tonight to get all of that completed. And then maybe throw some sheetrock mud on it and call it golden, I think. And then tomorrow, I've got some other sheetrock stuff that needs to be done as well. And then we can just move on. Kind of get things laid out, and then I think I will need to borrow a power washer, and I'll borrow my next door neighbor's power washer to just power wash the porches, get them cleaned up, throw some paint on the house, and call it done. And get everything listed. That's the plan. Get some decent pictures up, and then somebody else can come do with this house what they want, because it's going to happen anyways. Anyways, I will see y'all after I eat dinner, which won't be that long for y'all, but for me, probably 20 or 30 minutes.
Alright, hey everybody. Welcome to day 2 of this video. I didn't get anything done last night. I was so tired. I ended up getting out of bed at like 5 to 10 this morning. I'm just that tired. I can beat between traveling and working on the house and everything else. But this morning, at the moment, let's say this morning, it's probably this afternoon already. Yeah, the doors are covered. Neighbor had some sheetrock. He's like, here, have it. I don't need it. Get rid of it. Do what you need with it. So I'm doing what I need with it. So the doors have already both been reassembled. Here's the other one right here. We're going to mix that bucket up right there and put some sheetrock mud on these to fill the holes back in. Once all the holes are dry, which honestly won't take too long because of the temperature up here, I'm going to put them back up, find some hardware for it. Well, I'll put them back up, gently, lightly sand the walls, put some primer on it, and call it done. The ceiling in here, I still need to float it, which means I'll probably need to get another bucket of mud, because 5-gallon thing's going to go very far. But besides that, this room is pretty close to being finished. I've got the flooring downstairs. The flooring's going to go up here. That'll take me the better part of the day. Once I get primer on the walls and the ceiling done, then that's project next, is put the flooring in here. I also need to put sheetrock back down the stairs because, things and reasons and stuff like that. So there's that. That's where I'm at for the morning. Last night I ordered a bunch of parts for my truck because they needed it, honestly. I need a new water pump. I need a new crankshaft oil seal for the back oil seal. It's shot. What else I get? I got new springs and new shocks for the front. Because my ride back from my last trip was pretty bad. Not saying that the roads weren't bad. It's even on the smooth roads, the ride was bad. and I just did all the bushings. So something shot. So I'm just going to do both the springs and the shocks in the front. Between the springs and the shocks, the bushings, all of the stuff in the front that needs to come out and get replaced. I mean, I've probably got 2 days worth of work on the truck, just because of how long it's going to take, like how much needs to be done. I might be able to squeeze it all in a day. Probably not. Probably not. But anyways, I'm going to get to sheetrock mounting these doors, and then find lunch, because I'm hungry. Haven't eaten yet. Anyways, see you in a little bit. Alright, everybody, welcome back. The first coat on these doors, you can see it, it's completed. On both of them, some patches have been done. That being said, it's like almost 1 o'clock. It's time to grab some lunch and then get back at it. I think what I'm going to do after lunch is I'm going to have some doors that have been framed out all the way. I'm going to open them up, fill them in, or open up the crevices, the cracks, cut marks around all of them a little bit, fill them in, call it a day on that, let it dry. It'll probably dry like upstairs has been drying really fast. And then move on to the bathroom, get that completed, and then see that fan behind me? I'm going to have to take it down again. Oh, I mean, if I'm going to finish this, I have to take it down. So, that is what it is, and all of this is going to happen this afternoon. Like nonstop until everything is up and secured properly. So once I get to the point where all of the sheetrock is secured in the bathroom, I'm going to do the same thing that I'm going to do to the doors, and I'll explain that once I come back to y'all from lunch. While I'm at lunch, I'm going to buy the pull handles for these doors, buy some new ones. Make sure they have long enough screws so they go into the board and not just the sheetrock. And then kind of get this room closed up again properly. That way, I'm going to come back through and fill like small holes and gaps and stuff that I see before I take the fan down. So that way I can mud the ceiling. We'll see where I end up with the sheetrock mud after all of this is done. Oh yeah, other news. Sad day. Really sad day. This guy, like, he's still warm at the moment. Where is it? Right here. This guy, he's still warm at the moment. I was mixing the sheetrock mud and he fried. Done for. Fried the motor in it. That being said, don't use your Ryobi drills to mix sheetrock mud. Lesson learned. I will get another one at some point in time. Not today. If I need a drill, it'll work. If I really need a drill, I'll just go ask my neighbor. I'm sure he's got at least one. Anyways, back after lunch. So how sometimes in life you just have to play things by ear. Called and placed my food order. They said it wouldn't be ready for 45 minutes. So let's go over some of the things that I need to patch up here. What I'm going to have to do is this line right here between the new sheetrock and the old sheetrock, I have to fill it in all the way around the door. I'm going to have to pull this piece of trim off right here so I can put a corner back in, put a corner bead back in, and looks like I'm probably going to have to go all the way up to the top. That's a repair. I need to fill in I need to do some patchwork here. That's easy enough. Come over here. All of these walls are going to have to get patched in here. This is super easy. See, like this. Just need to fix that right there. And then over here, I'm going to have to do the same thing in this corner. Just got to go through, clean up, do all the patchwork and everything. hopefully things work out, things pan out. I got some finances to replace some of these openings. That's dark in there because there's no lights on at the moment. So we'll get all of that taken care of. Try to make the place presentable at least for pictures. That's the plan. Even if it means just chunking a coat of primer on everything and make it presentable, right? Yeah. It'll be a short, long week. You know what that means? Hello, everybody. Alright. As you can see behind me, I've gone through and done patchwork now. So all of these gaps all the way around, including the stuff all the way up the wall. That's been done on that side. Stuff over on the other side of the house, that right there, all that, all those patches have been filled. So what's next is I'm actually going to go upstairs, put those doors back up, and close them. And then I will buy the handle hardware tomorrow, because I may have to go to the big box store, one of the big box stores, to purchase a few things. We'll see. I hope not. But you know how life goes. There are a few small other patch jobs that I need to do around the place. The other thing I need to do is I need to get my stuff out of here so I can do the rest of the room. So that may involve me getting a storage unit locally. Yeah. Probably better safe than sorry to do that anyways. Just so I have a place to store my stuff while I am working on the rest of this project. Keep it, at least the stuff in the living room. Stuff for the vehicles, which is all of that pile right over there, which is a very large area. There's a few other pieces here and there. They're staying here. But I need to actually call some people about those vehicles, get them out of here. There's a few people that information was passed on to me today, but yeah, it says 5:15. A little late in the day for me to do that now. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. I will take care of that tomorrow, as today was kind of a bad day. I woke up really late, so I'm trying to hustle to get some stuff done today. So it looks like I did a few things. I do have a few of these joints already patched up. So there's that. I'm going to I'm gonna go upstairs and put some doors in place and get to work on the bathroom. I'll show you the bathroom once I get the doors up. Alright, hey everybody. I'm back down here in, y'all have seen this room before, the bathroom. Got my trusty handy light right there so I can see what I'm doing. So yeah, tonight I'm going to, power's already off, I just cut it off. I'm going to close up everything in here and make sure it's ready to go. Get this room set and ready to move on with. Shouldn't take me but like an hour-ish. Do that and then go get some food. Might have to grab some more sheetrock from my neighbor. We'll see. But definitely get some food and get the showboat on the road, because it is time. I'm done with this project. Anyways, y'all know that. I'm just talking to the choir. So what I need to do is I need to clean up the sheetrock, make some cuts, kind of square everything up, cut the sheetrock, measure and cut the sheetrock to fit around all these openings and stuff that I've cut out. and go from there. Hope I have enough trim wood, junk wood. If not, I'll have to go ask my neighbor, because I'm sure he's got some. Mine kind of all made a trip to the dump the other day. Yeah, about that. So I'm gonna get to cutting stuff and see where we end up. I will see y'all in a little bit. All right, so I guess we get mood lighting for this one. I got some pieces in. There's a piece down there that's put in. This piece is put in. That piece is done. It's also 11:15 p.m. I think this video is going to turn into a 3-day video. I'm going to finish it tomorrow. That being said, thank you. Yeah, I'm finishing the sheetrock work tomorrow. It'll be a 3-day video. Time to get up early. I'm going to go to sleep so I can get up early. New project. Skipping over a few things. My neighbors have graciously decided to help me out and get the exterior of this house painted properly, which I'm really thankful for. That means we get to change over from doing sheetrock to doing the outside. We get to finish up. I gotta power wash and clean all of this, and then finish this before we can paint everything today. Well, we're at least doing the railings today. So I got a busy day. Probably not gonna say much, but it is what it is. I will stop at intervals and try to show you what's going on. First things first, though, I gotta get the stairs done, so I'm gonna get it set up for that. Mostly done already, but anyways, still gotta do it. Catch you on a bit. Alright, it's a bit windy, so we'll have to deal with the windiness. But neighbor came over and the stairs now have railings up. Now I get to work my tail off and power wash this thing, because they're coming back in a couple hours to help me paint it while I power wash the other side. So I actually have 2 porches that I have to clean off today so I can power wash them. Let me get to work. Alright everybody, it is the end of day 1 of dealing with the porches. At this point in time, I have this episode and the previous vlog to get out, but I've got no energy. I'm just exhausted. I think what's going to happen, I'm going to take a shower, have a drink, go to sleep. Let's see where tomorrow leads. Tomorrow we are painting at least the east-facing porch, and most likely the west-facing porch on this house. And then the sides will be done. They're going to require, well, painting the non-spray parts, I think. I don't know. We'll find out. Everything's clean. I do have more cleanup work I have to do tomorrow, though. Anyways, I need to take a shower and go to sleep. See you tomorrow. So, it's a bit windy outside. I'm sure you'll hear that. It's been a few days since I've recorded some clips. I figured today would be the good day to do it. My parents are here today. Over the weekend, neighbors came down and helped. A lot of progress has been made. Today, in the midst of all this moving stuff, the gasket for my water pump went out. Bad. Like, leaked like a sieve. So, I get to work on that today. And then, the house, for those of you who've been watching, the house has changed colors, at least on that side. So yeah, I'm going to get some work done today, and then we will see you back in a little while. hopefully I'll be able to record a few things today. Alright, everybody. Well, so this has been a very long week. A lot has gotten done, and a lot's happened that hasn't been, hasn't been great, but it is what it is. As you can see behind me, the house is this side of the house is a new color. The railing and everything's been painted. Truck is still up on jacks. Will be for another couple of days, because I think it's supposed to rain this weekend, which means it'll be that way until Monday. When it stops raining. And then I have somebody coming to pick up that car, the one that sits behind it, and that truck right there. Those should be gone today. The lawn tractor, which you can barely see, but it's in the shadows over there between the Subaru and the truck, should hopefully be picked up today, or picked up this week. As soon as I get the number for the guy that can get it. All but one section of the house has been power washed, which I'm going to take care of that this afternoon. And then I'm going to start painting the other porch to look like what's behind me. Except that now of working paint sprayer, so it should go a lot faster than the couple of hours it took me to paint this side by hand. There are things that I will have to paint by hand, like the trim, but that'll be easy enough to handle. I think for the foreseeable future, I'm going to go to one video a week, just because of the amount of work that needs to be done. So I won't have a ton of time to do clips and stuff, but I'll do small updates, kind of like what I've been doing with these videos. Alright, well, battery died on me in the middle of the last clip. This is my office. Obviously, there's a packing box behind me, and the wall's clean. A lot of stuff has been moved to storage. So, like I said in the last clip, I will do short clip updates. I don't think I'm going to be able to do the showing details and taking video clips like that for the next foreseeable future, because I need to get the house finished, and there's a lot that needs to be done. Like today, I got some sheetrock work I need to do, and I need to paint the outside and finish power washing, and then it'll be done. Well, the power washing will be done, and then the other porch will be to the point where it's almost done. I have to figure out how to use the paint sprayer that my dad got working, because I did not, I forgot to put some stuff in, some parts in that he knew about, I didn't know about, but they were not on the front page of the instruction manual, which is what I was going off of. So because they weren't on the front page of the instruction manual, I didn't put the sprayer together properly. That being said, if you've liked this week's video, hit the like button. If you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button and click that bell for notifications when I do new uploads. Anyways, I'll see y'all next week. Have a blessed week.